Aren't you tired of boring and predictable podcasts? Remember the movie Groundhog Day? Ugh. The only thing predictable about this show is that we're guzzling booze. Count on it. This is the Appleboys podcast. Appleboys.us. If it's NFTs, music festivals, sporting events, strip clubs, current events, or masturbation techniques. Did I read that right? There's more than one? Fueled by, but not sponsored by, Miller Lite. This is the Appleboys podcast. Now your hosts, Josh, Cory, Rob, and Jimmy. Rob has issues. Just saying, bro.
Lucy, you got some explaining to do. You guys remember that?
But Ricky.
What show was that?
I Love Lucy.
In the sky with diamond.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Josh. I'm here with the Appleboys podcast. I'm here with Cory. What's up, Cory?
Hey there. I'm Cory.
I got Rob over here.
This is Rob. I'm here.
I'm
As
glad
always.
you're here, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I'm always here.
You're mostly always here.
Always.
You know who's not mostly almost always here?
Jimmy.
Is that Jimmy?
Jimmy's here.
Jimmy's here. I didn't even notice him over there. What's up, Jimmy?
Sorry, last week I was partying instead of hanging out with these fucking old people.
So by partying, you mean you were attending a quinceañera, right?
Well, it just happened to be a club where they were having a night where they primarily play music from south of the United States.
Jimmy was like, yeah, I got to go to a quinceañera, and then had a fiesta without us.
Those are two. Well, I guess quinceañeras are fiestas,
It's a
but
type of
fiestas
fiesta.
aren't necessarily quinceañeras.
It's like a square and rectangle kind of thing.
It's not an exclusive term.
Sure.
Fiesta. Yeah.
So do you know why I opened with, Lucy, you got some explaining to do?
No, I don't.
I
No
don't
idea.
either.
Because in I Love Lucy, the series, Ricardo, never said that. Not once in the entire show. Explain that to me.
So
Apparently, I don't have to because you never said it.
what did
True.
he say? Because it had to be something like that.
He several times said, "Splain that if you can," and Lucy, splain. So he used splain more than once in the series, but he never said, Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
So what would you call that? Like because
It's
I
an
remember that.
example of the Mandela Effect.
What the fuck is that?
We talked about this before. It's like the Sinbad Genie movie that never happened. Everyone from my age group, anyway, remembers a movie called Shazam with Sinbad in it where he played a genie and it didn't exist.
Huh.
I definitely remember that movie.
Sinbad is the bad guy in Jingle All the Way.
That's true.
Yes, that
That guy played
That
a genie in a
happened,
movie
right?
called Shazam.
he was also a main character in a movie called House Guest.
But the Christmas movie that really happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
now.
It's the best Christmas movie. So yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it.
Yes.
correct.
So the Mandela Effect was coined as the Mandela Effect when Nelson Mandela died in like 2016 or something like that. And everybody in the entire world remembers him dying while he was in prison in the 1980s. So everybody's like, how'd this dude die twice? Like, he already died in the 1980s. But then you go back and you look for news articles about it. You look for anything to confirm that he died in the 1980s, and there's nothing out there. He didn't actually die in the 1980s. He died in like 2016.
Yeah, because he was released from prison and then became like the president or prime minister or whatever of South Africa, right?
Right, but only on this timeline.
We're going to the multiple universes thing. Is that where you're going with this?
That's what the Mandela Effect proves. Like, some of us came from other timelines and we've merged somehow, and we remember things that didn't happen. Do you guys have any examples of?
Yeah, so I brought up this topic because I had a specific thing to ask you guys.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say the person's last name because I want you guys to individually guess, okay? So, you guys remember a show on Discovery Channel called Bizarre Foods?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was with Andrew
Zimmerman.
That was his first name.
Zimmerman, yeah.
Zimmerman.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
So, his last name is it's Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern.
Zimmerman.
No, not Zimmerman. I was watching this new.
You're fucking lying. Stop.
They have a
That's
new
Andrew Zimmerman.
There's a new cooking show on Netflix, and he was a star guest on it or whatever, like a judge.
You're allowed to go to the court and change your name. His name's fucking Andrew Zimmerman.
Or is that maybe like a show name? Like Tom Cruise's name isn't Tom
No.
Cruise.
There's no evidence on
Is
the
it
internet other than these Reddit.
No, that's not like his given
Hold on.
name.
There's these Reddit posts about the Mandela Effect and how it definitely is Andrew Zimmerman. But if you look up anything about Andrew Zimmerman, it only comes up with Andrew Zimmern, Wikipedia, whatever. Like you look up everything, it's all Andrew Zimmern.
I don't
and
like
it's,
this
and
at
it's
all.
not because he changed his name. You can look up articles from 2008,
No, thank you.
and it's Andrew Zimmern.
That's awful.
It blew my mind.
It just blew my mind too. Describe the color chartreuse.
It's a green,
Yellow
kinda
green.
scaly-ish,
Yeah,
often the color of a dragon.
yeah.
Yellow green.
Do you guys know that because I always learned chartreuse is like a dark pink magenta type color.
No, that's vermilion.
Nope. It was chartreuse.
No, I'm telling you,
Or magenta?
what you're thinking of is vermilion.
What I'm thinking of is I was taught that chartreuse was a pink or magenta type color, but it's
Whoever
actually
taught-
not.
Whoever taught you that is wrong.
Green
Yeah.
or yellow.
Yeah, that's not the Mandela effect. That's ineffective teaching in the United States.
That's just bad art.
All
I know that chartreuse is yellow green because of the alcohol.
I know chartreuse is green because our Wi-Fi password used to be chartreuse dragon.
Okay. Fair.
All right, Corey.
What was it? Green eyes chartreuse dragon.
Corey, did you look
Oh,
up
man.
Andrew Zimmerman?
I looked up. I just typed in bizarre foods, and
Yeah.
it's definitely bizarre foods with Andrew Zimmern.
Yep.
I hate that so much.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, it's awful.
All right. So, Corey, what was the name of the gremlin in the movie Gremlins?
The name or the what he was before he became a gremlin?
The name of the gremlin.
It's Waldo, right?
You mean like the main one, the pet Gizmo?
No, the other one.
I don't know then.
Starts with an S.
I have no idea. I've seen Gremlins like 3 times when I was like 8. 14.
I'm talking about the 1984 version.
I'm aware.
I don't think I've ever seen it, so I'm.
I've seen it, but I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
The only character that I can name from Gremlins is Gizmo, and he was a Mogwai.
He was a what?
A Mogwai. That's what they were before they become Gremlins.
Okay. So you don't remember one named Spike?
Yeah, I remember
maybe,
Spike.
Yeah, I could.
That sounds
I could maybe
familiar.
hear that. Yeah, that sounds familiar-ish. Yeah.
So most everyone remembers a gremlin named Spike, but there was no gremlin named Spike.
What was his name?
Stripe.
Yeah, that was
That's
the
a
one.
stupid fucking
That
name.
was the one with like the mohawk, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he just had like a white mohawk. Got it.
Spike makes way more sense than Stripe.
He looked kind of like a gremlin skunk, if I remember correctly. So it is an accurate.
I see. Yeah, I guess that
Descriptor.
makes sense.
All right. So in Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks's character, named Forrest, talks about a box of chocolates.
Yep.
What does he say?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You don't always know what you'll get.
Yeah, what Rob said.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Do the whole thing, Corey.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
You do the whole thing, Jimmy.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Now you do it, Rob.
Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Forrest Gump became Bubba real quick there when Robert did it.
So
Yeah.
life is not like a box of chocolates. Life was like a box of chocolates.
No.
Past tense.
No.
That's the way he says it in the movie.
No, it's not.
100%.
He's got a heavy accent, so I mean that's reasonable.
Roll the clip. I don't believe you.
I mean, it's because it's like life is
Yeah, there's an apostrophe in there, but like people from the South won't
it's
understand
very,
about
very
the apostrophe.
clearly an
It's
Alabama
very
thing.
clearly life was
Roll the clip.
if you listen to the movie. So here's the clip.
Hello. My name's Forrest Gump. Do you want a chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
So that's the Mandela Effect. What do you guys think?
So what's everyone's favorite movie?
Wow.
So the first Mandela Effect thing I learned about was also one of those freak out moments, like the Zimmerman thing, and
Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears. It's not the fucking Berenstain Bears, the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah.
No, you're backwards.
That's the
Everyone
most,
thinks it's STEIN.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's not. It's STAIN. It's the
That's what I'm saying.
Berenstain Bears.
No, like it is the Berenstain Bears now in our current dimension.
It's always been pronounced that way, but it was spelled with an E when I was a child.
No, I pronounced it the Berenstain Bears.
Well, that's only because of conditioning.
Like you thinking that
Conditioning.
chartreuse
Conditioning.
was red.
Yeah, like not shampoo, but conditioning.
we
No.
went from Judaism to whatever what are the people that like don't have electricity in the country?
Mormons?
The Amish?
Amish?
The Amish. Yeah, we went
Why-
from
why-
Judaism to the Amish
Why were
real
we
quick.
in Judaism?
Come on, Berenstein.
Ah, and then Amish because of stain?
Yeah, it sounds more Amish than Jew.
What?
Because
Okay.
you can't wash
Jesus.
your sheets?
Well, fucking hail Robert, you know?
Because you can't wash your... Hello? You can wash your sheets without electricity.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
You could say, like, watch YouTube, but you can't say wash your sheets. So, do you guys know, like, the predominant theory with the Mandela Effect?
Multiple universes.
Multiple universes.
Multiple universe theory, I, like, genuinely believe in.
I do too. Like
so
I
great.
genuinely think that when I was growing up, it was Berenstein. I still pronounced it Berenstain
Why?
because
You're wrong.
no,
Just like chartreuse.
I agree.
The chartreuse thing is really blowing my mind.
That's
right
real.
now.
That's not the Mandela effect. That's just you being a big dummy.
But I mean, if the multiple universe thing is real, then that laboratory in Tennessee that is trying to open a portal to another dimension. You guys read about that?
I didn't. What are you talking about?
There's a research laboratory in Tennessee that is researching the idea of parallel universes,
Yeah.
and they're like trying to smash a neutron through a wall, and everyone thinks that it's going to open a portal to another dimension, like the Upside Down in Stranger Things.
I mean, that could be a thing. We don't
that
live
in
in
Oak Ridge?
Tennessee, but like that could be a
Yeah,
thing.
it's in Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Isn't that like a big, like, nuclear...
Yeah, that's where they, I think they founded the Manhattan Project.
Yeah,
was like a
yeah.
big deal there.
It was up in
Yeah.
there.
I was driving through there at one point. Pretty wild.
Yeah,
I wanted to go to, like, the museum or whatever.
It's,
you guys
seems kinda
were-
They have a
morbid.
museum?
Yeah. Seems kind of morbid.
if you guys were riding a horse
seems kind of morbid.
and you grabbed it by the reins,
By the antlers.
how'd you spell reins?
Reins.
All right, how's that? So how's that pronounced? Is it
Reins.
reins?
No, it's Reigns.
It's
Okay.
Reins.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Was this going to be another one of those
Is
like
this the
I-
Mandela
for the
effect?
longest time I thought it was REGIGN. Like, no, Josh, you were just taught wrong.
No.
Yeah.
So when your blood rushes through your body, what's it going through?
My veins.
Is it going through your veins or your veins?
Going through my veins.
It's your veins.
It's arteries and veins.
All right. So it's veins, VEINS. We agree that's how you spell veins?
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
So it's not
So you
even
can
the,
understand why I fucking pronounced it Berenstain, but still spelled it STEIN, right?
It's not even this, like, the pronunciation.
What
Like,
a fucking callback. Jesus.
Yeah, very good, Josh.
I genuinely thought the spelling was with an E. Like, it wasn't even the pronunciation. It was just the spelling. Like, I swear to God, the book said E.
Hey,
instead of A.
hey, when you guys drive down the road, when you stay in your lane, how do you spell that?
Leins.
I agree. Yeah, that's how you spell that shit.
Yeah, so get the fuck out of my lane, Robert.
Fuck you, Josh.
Okay, everyone should just stay in their lane. All right.
Leins.
All right.
All right, so that's enough about shit that we thought happened but didn't actually happen.
True.
Because I can talk about something that actually did happen.
Okay.
Tell us, Cory.
So, as I feel like I've said, I've seen Top Gun a bunch of times in theaters now, right? I've seen it in every premium format. Some of them multiple times, one a half time.
Have you seen it? How many times have you seen it?
6.5.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
6.5?
6.5.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
Yep.
It's too many times.
If I were to say, Cory, you have a problem, would you agree?
Nah,
Why not?
because it's great.
It's literally my favorite movie,
Yeah.
and I think you're crazy.
I mean, that's fine. You can think that all you want. I don't have a problem with that.
Still
I
haven't
just-
seen that shit.
You are un-American for doing so. So I've seen Top Gun a lot of times. And I recently went to go see it again in the 4D theater, which has the chairs that move and stuff.
Yeah.
And my theater had taken it out of that theater for a little while, and they'd been playing some new stuff. But leading up to this holiday weekend, being July 4th, they put it back in the 4DX theater. So me and my fiance and one of my friends from my other group of friends who hadn't seen the movie in 4D before, we all go. And we're sitting through the movie. We're having a good time. There's a group of people behind us that are just fucking talking the whole goddamn time.
Oh, no.
Just, yeah, girl, you know, blah, 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 blah. And just chatting back and forth constantly. And at one point, one of the ladies answers her phone, and the lady next to her has had enough at this point. She gets up and, like, smacks the phone and says, if you're going to answer your fucking phone, get out of the fucking theater.
Oh,
What
hell
is
yeah.
wrong with you?
That's awesome.
And the lady was like, excuse me, you just like touched my hand. How dare you? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, don't answer your fucking phone. It's not hard. Be an adult. And then she just like storms off, presumably to go tell like a manager or something to like kick her the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then the lady like won't shut up about how she touched her hand.
Oh, my God.
Like just, did you see that shit? She like fully touched my hand. I was just going to talk to my friend, you know, blah, 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 blah.
My hand was fully touched.
It was fully touched. Like, and then somebody at the back of the theater was like, oh my God, shut the fuck up, bitch. And she's like, you don't tell me to shut the fuck up, bitch. You come down here, you tell me to shut the fuck up, bitch, okay? I'm a talking to my friend, okay? She touched my hand. Da, 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 da. And like, this is right behind me. And I'm like, what the fuck? This always happens whenever I go to a movie, it feels like.
And meanwhile, Cory's just like bouncing up and down and getting smoke effects and wind effects.
Yeah, I mean, it's my 6.5 time seeing the movie, so like I don't really need to know what's going on. Like I'm just there for the effects and whatnot. But then the manager comes in and is like, ma'am, we've had some complaints. We're gonna have to ask you to leave. And then she's like, no, I ain't leaving.
Oh, no.
You have no authority. You ain't the police.
You should have recorded this.
I kind of wanted to, but I also was. I mean, it's a 4D theater, so
Right.
like, how good is that footage gonna be?
It's true.
It's pitch black, and I'm fucking bouncing around.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how good it's going to be. Good enough for Twitter.
But wait, there's more.
Remember, next time.
Okay, I will try to keep that in mind for the gram.
Yeah.
But she's saying, "You're not the police. Get the fuck out my face. I paid for this seat. I'm gonna sit here through this movie." And the guy's like, "Okay, fine," and like walks away for a second, maybe like a minute or two, and then comes back and is like, "Man, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. We've called the police."
Right.
And she's like, well, "Fuck you, then. Call the police." Blah 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 blah.
Oh, man.
And then her friends are like, "Yo, it's not worth it. We're
Yeah.
leaving." So like 2 or 3 dudes get up, and like one chick gets up and starts like walking to exit the theater and stuff. She is stalwart in her conviction at this point.
Oh, man.
She's like, "Fuck you, blah 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 blah." Like, the fuck that bitch, that's white skinny bitch and her white privilege and da 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 da. It's like,
Oh,
no,
boy.
this is common courtesy. You're in a movie.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and don't answer your phone.
Right.
Like, it's not hard. Be an adult. And then she starts talking about how drunk she is and yada, yada, yada. And eventually, she gets up to leave. She's like, okay, fine. Fuck this. I don't want to see this fucking movie anyway. And, like, gets up to leave. And, like, at this point, I kind of glance because I kind of want to see what this lady looks like.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's exactly what you think.
What do you mean by that, Corey?
You know, just like she was wearing like the club outfit and had the fake hair and the nails and all that shit, like a Cardi B wannabe kind of thing. And as she's walking down the aisle, she sees the lady that tattled on her, right?
Oh boy.
Fucking Jerry Springer fight breaks out in the aisle behind me.
No way.
Yes.
You saved this for the podcast. I'm so proud of you. Because I would have called.
You motherfucker. How have I not heard about this before now?
Yeah, I would have called all of you and been like, listen to this shit.
And I'm like, a fist fight in the fucking Top Gun movie?
Yes, in the
That's
row
awesome.
behind me.
Fuck yeah.
The Roe or the Wade?
Oh, Jesus.
Can I say that?
Were they fighting?
But like, yeah, like fully, like just wailing, like the air fist kind of thing. Like it was just like it's not the son is not your child. Like, oh, I told you, bitch, I told you. And then like she just like goes at him, you know. It was just like that, but black lady versus white lady in the row behind me.
Oh boy.
Did the cops ever show up?
I don't know. So like that entire row got like evacuated from the theater basically at that point. And I finished the movie, and there was still some activity going on in the lobby as I was leaving. What a wild experience, man.
That happened before or after 2:15?
Just after, thank God.
Thank God. You didn't have to miss 2:15.
You did.
You shut the fuck up, Corey. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Josh.
Do you like Taco Bell?
I do.
Have you heard about the big Cheez-It tostada?
I haven't. Can you enlighten me?
I got to say, I'm so fucking excited for this thing, and I've never felt fatter in my life.
I couldn't tell that you were actually excited based on the way you responded when I sent stuff.
Buddy, I am...
Like, you seemed excited opposite.
No, I am so pumped. They're doing it in a crunch wrap, too.
Yeah. So
I'm
the
so
experiment
pumped.
is a massive Cheez-It, which is 16 times the standard size, serves as the base of Taco Bell's new Big Cheez-It tostada.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, it's wild. Like,
How are we not a test market for this?
a 16-inch Cheez-It?
We're like a test market for everything
What
else
the
that
fuck
Taco
is
Bell
that?
does.
Yeah. It's I think SoCal is the test market.
Bullshit.
The meal layers ground beef, sour cream, tomatoes, lettuce, and cheddar cheese on the cheesy cracker for $2.49.
God bless Taco Bell, man.
You could get 2 of those for less than a fucking gallon of gas.
It'll give
What the
you,
fuck is up with that?
It'll give you a gallon of gas.
It's described as an abundantly cheesy and nostalgic, yet magically modern dining experience.
I love that.
That's according to a release.
I love that so much.
It's wild.
I am about that crunch wrap though.
Do you know they also have a Big Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme?
I didn't, but I'm even more excited.
It replaces the internal tostada shell with the giant Cheez-It for $4.29, and it packs with the usual ingredients, which include ground beef, nacho cheese sauce, lettuce, tomatoes, and, wait for it, sour cream.
Why is this a CNN
Sour
business
cream.
Hell
article?
yeah.
Both of these items are only available in one restaurant, which is located in Irvine, California, for the next 2 weeks.
Fuck California. For real though. Why are they testing that in California? Where they're like, I want to have avocado on everything.
I think their headquarters is in Irvine, so that's probably why.
It's bullshit.
Agreed. Josh, please.
Corey says I should pour it back in the bottle.
Yeah. You said it wasn't a proportional amount. I just want to prove that it is.
It's not a proportional amount. I spit the mouthwash back in the Miller Lite bottle, and it is not a proportional amount.
No, you fucking didn't.
Look, drink it. You dare me? Don't. Please don't. Oh,
Oh,
fucking
no.
Oh, no. Rob did it. He tried. That mouthwash was swished a lot inside my mouth. And you just fucking drink it. Why are you the way you are?
Man, that's really minty.
Oh, no.
Take this bottle back.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Man, like, I'll do a lot of stuff, but
I don't
like,
know what to do with this.
fuck me, is that minty?
Why would you do that? Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Happy tonight.
Happy tonight. Thanks for tuning in.
Happy tonight.
Sorry for this episode. Happy tonight.
You've been listening to the Appleboys podcast. I know. We're badass. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. Thank you for listening, especially premium subscribers. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on Discord at discord.gg/Appleboys, on the website at appleboys.us, and Twitter and Facebook at appleboyspod. Happy tonight.